In our Warrior Profile segment, we sit down with David Lee at his place in San Francisco as he tells us about his transition to the Warriors and his adjustment to the Bay Area. Well, we're here with David Lee in just a very rough place to conduct an interview when you look at the view here in San Francisco. And when we talked at the beginning of the year, the Warriors attracted you because they had Steph Curry, Monte Ellis, and Andres Biedrins. You've played half a season with them. What's it been like with those guys? You wanted to play with them? How's it been so far?
Well, the transition of us going from a 26-win team last year to being right in the thick of things for the playoff race has actually happened a little quicker than I thought it may have happened. So I had no idea that Monte Ellis was going to have the kind of year that he's having. He's an unbelievable player. He surprised me, as have Steph and Andres. I think that we have a great young core. I'm really excited, and I think the decision to come here was the right one.
Darrell Wright should send you Christmas cards, birthday gifts, whatever it is. I think the thing watching you now, your passing ability has been really a revelation, and you seem to find him for threes. He makes more threes than anyone in the NBA, courtesy of David Lee. Looks like you played together for 5 years.
That's just because I want assists, and he doesn't seem to miss those corner threes. He's a guy that you always know where he's going to be. He's going to be in that corner, be at the arc there for the three, and it's a guy that makes a great percentage and he makes good decisions. So I think that one of our strengths of our team is that guys are playing very unselfish. And we have a high-volume shot guy in Monte, but he shoots a great percentage. And then he also is very unselfish when he needs to be when guys step up and double-team him. So we got a good unselfish team, and I think that makes us even more difficult to guard.
I don't make any more or any less based on my numbers. I care about how many games this team wins. You don't hear enough guys say that, I think, in pro sports.
Or mean it, in my case. I mean, you might hear somebody say that, and the minute they have 8 points and the team wins, they're the one yelling at people in the locker room. But I've been a 2010 guy, led the league in double-doubles, had a chance to be an all-star last year. And I know that my contributions to this team need to be great. I need to be scoring out there. I need to be rebounding to help us win. But at the end of the day, if I haven't had my best game or I was in foul trouble or something like that, at this point, it's about winning. And my role has changed a little bit here. In New York, I was the #1 option. I was a guy that was going to get up 20 shots a game and have a lot of looks offensively. And now I step into a situation now where we have 2 unbelievable scoring guards, and we have Darrell, who's been on fire to start the year. And so the big guys are doing a lot more screening, a lot more passing, and really working on defending and controlling the paint. So that's been a little bit of a change, and I've gotten used to it, and I think that I've settled in real well. But once again, it's about wins, and we have a chance to make a run here. We can continue to win some games here at home, to where we have a chance to play some meaningful games in April and hopefully into the playoffs. And that's what I haven't experienced yet in the league, and what I'm hoping to experience.
I think when the team sags a little bit, you're the one vocally that's kind of pumping them up. Monte in the energy and the leadership as a player, but you talking to guys, has that been within you, kind of within your career?
Yeah, and it took me a while. I was a young guy coming into the league on a team full of veterans. I mean, I was by far the youngest guy, and didn't have a voice in the locker room. So I've been kind of storing this up for a few years now, and I finally had a chance my final 2 years in New York, where Coach D'Antoni said he wanted me to be a bigger leader, and I've had a chance to kind of try it out there. And it doesn't hurt that you come out here and we have a great group of guys. I mean, if I came in and tried to lead and be vocal and everyone told me to shut up, I'd probably, sooner or later, I would probably give in. But we got a great group that's, everybody, all they want to do is win. They're very responsive because they know that I'm telling them to do things for the right reasons. It's not about me trying to, kiss up the coach so I can get more playing time or anything like that. Like we talked about, I have the money, the playing time, the ability to go out there and get my shots. So it's not about that. It's about me trying to help guys out so that we can all be better. And Monte's an unbelievable leader because he leads by example and he leads with his toughness. I try to do it a little more vocally, so I think the two of us together make a pretty good team when it comes to leading this team.
The Warriors have to become a better defensive team to have sustained success. Tons of firepower. Where do you improve defensively, and how much of a focus is that for you?
It's been a huge focus, and I think my level of defense this year compared to last year has been night and day.
Is that playing power forward instead of playing center?
That has something to do with it. You're only as good as your abilities and your athletic limitations. I think last year I was guarding a lot of centers.
You said athletic limitations. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, exactly. I'll be honest with you. You can study every film on great defenders and watch Bill Russell block shots to himself and not out of bounds. But if I'm guarding Dwight Howard, head up in the post. At some point, all that goes out the window, and you're going to just get dunked on and put into the third row. So it's a lot of it is getting older in the league, gaining experience, knowing that you're not going to stop the great players, but instead you just need to force them into lower percentage shots. And I think that the rest of it is all attitude. And our team is at its best when everyone's attitude is focused on defense, and we'll let the offense take care of itself. And I've done, I think, a much better job this year of bringing consistent energy on defense. And you can always get better defensively, though. I don't think there's one guy in the league that, even the Garnetts and the guys that get praised for their defense, I don't think there's guys that they can say, I can't get any better at defense. It's always another matchup. There's always a new challenge being presented, and it's something that everyone needs to continue to work on.